Hey, welcome to another Chief of Staff coffee break. Today, we are tackling the question, what is a Chief of Staff? Maybe you've been seeing this title more and more on LinkedIn. Maybe you've heard from other leaders that they've hired a Chief of Staff. Maybe you've even observed a few of them in action, and they seem like they have wildly different job responsibilities. So let's demystify a little bit. For me, at its core, the role of Chief of Staff is about filling in the gaps. So strategic gaps, operational gaps, cultural gaps, communication gaps. It is somebody who has both the competence and the confidence to step in and close those gaps. And when I'm coaching chiefs of staff, I'm always telling them, if you are not working your way out of most of the jobs you're doing, you're not doing as well as you could be. So when you step in to fill one of those gaps, short term, you're closing the gap. Long term, you're fixing the problem so that that gap does not perpetuate in the future. Your job security should come from you know how to close the gaps and give other people the opportunity to easily step in and step up into that spot. So a prime example would be a gap that exists across strategy, operations, culture, and communication. Let's say that you want, as a company, to make the shift from selling products to selling products and services bundled as solutions. That is a fundamental strategic shift in how you go to market, in how you train your sales team, in your sales conversations, in your marketing efforts, in your bundling and your packaging, in your back office processes. That's a big shift to make. And if you are like many leaders in many organizations, you overestimate your individual leader's ability to come together and solve that problem in a timely manner to make that shift. So a chief of staff might work with some of your senior leaders or even folks further down in the organization to make sure all those pieces start coming together and that everybody's talking to each other and that they're working toward a shared timeline and shared objectives. The chief of staff might step in and say, hey, let's take a look at our goals, our OKRs. Are we all aligned toward the right objectives that are going to get us to make that strategic shift? Hey, you guys have been talking about this at the leadership level, but we haven't talked at all about this to the whole company. We haven't been talking to our sales team. We haven't been talking maybe to marketing. A chief of staff can often fill some of those gaps. Many of the other gaps that a chief of staff can fill might be more targeted. They might be, hey, we keep talking about how we want to drive better cross-functional communication and better cross-functional collaboration, but what are we actually doing to do that? Are we communicating to the team what needs to shift? What should happen differently? What are the underlying structures and processes and ways of working that need to adapt to that cultural shift? A chief of staff can also help you with your leadership presence and your brand. So what are the stages that you are showing up on today? What are the media placements that you have? And are those reflective of what you want to be known for? Are you showing up in spaces because you're being invited to speak there, but you are not showing up on the stages that you want to be on? So a chief of staff can be looking out for you in that way and helping you get there. A chief of staff might step in and offer a sounding board and kind of a mediation service when members of your leadership team are struggling to work together. A great chief of staff can stand in that gap and say, hey, you guys seem to be avoiding each other. What's going on? I saw your goals and I saw your budget. It doesn't look like you two are talking to each other. Let's get in a room, figure this out. A great chief of staff can do that. Now, of course, all of that is dependent upon you hiring the right level, the right skills, the right capabilities that balance out what you as a leader are strongest at and where you need more support, where you need to spend less time. Even if you're good at it, you might need a chief of staff who can step in and do those things. So if you'd like to talk more about what a chief of staff can do for you and what qualities and profiles and capabilities you should be looking at for your unique chief of staff role on your team, the size of organization you have, where you are in funding if you're a startup, all those kinds of questions, I'm happy to talk. Reach out to me. There's a form on my website. Happy to give you some perspective.